Hello everyone, I hope you are well. My name is Giancarlo Rivero, and today we come to talk about democracy and peace. First, what is democracy? We are not that word. We use it differently. We demand it, we see it. Rarely don't we know how to define, how to describe it. Although we sense that it is something good, something important, something that people are willing to fight for. Democracy is an aspiration, an idea, but also a way of making decisions among the members of a community and, through it, regulating coexistence. This simple idea is not always shared by everyone. Each person can have a different idea of what democracy is, and this is because it is a concept that has multiple meanings and dimensions. As an ideal, as a way of life, as a regime or a political system, has a set of values. However, the fact that it has multiplicity of meanings does not diminish the importance of a series of ideas that as a citizen you should have when you participate in politics or when you want to live in a political system that we call democracy. Despite its importance, many people perceive democracy as something distant, abstract, unattainable, and even as something that is not very well understood. Others think it is a bad word and even reject it. Many don't know what it because what they know as democracy does not meet their expectations, and others because they do not like to share a power of that everyone participates in the solution of collective problems. There are people wanting addition love to put adjectives to it because the main concept seems incomplete and insufficient. A series of attributes are used on a daily basis to limit it, such as delegative democracy, illiberal democracy, equality democracy, weak democracy. All of this is kept common and the fact that there are defenders and detractors of democracy makes the task much more difficult than you make believe.
Hello, my name is Juan Diego Sanchez, and today I come to talk to you about peace. Peace is the absence of the war or hostility when referring to a country, but also referring to a cease of war agreement. Today, the term political peace is also used to refer to the cessation of political war in favor of citizens. Another aspect is living in the past is said to refer to the desire for absence of conflict in the life. When the first in the past is used after an action like the in pace, act in pace, be in pace, it means to be tranquil and calm. Another aspect would be, on a personal level, pace is the certain state of the mind where one can be in harmony with oneself and with others. In mainstream religion and philosophies, this state is the declared inner peace and is achieved thanks to efforts of meditation and self-knowledge that is reaching a spiritual and mental balance. General represented by the love flower. Base for the Catholic Church is the state that is achieved when the work of good is followed on physical plane when it is said that there is bad somewhere. It means that there
How do the age, the peace and democracy in the family and school are the main and the responsibilities must respond to the social, cultural and legal norms as wills the touch imposed in the family. Their full fame depends on the will on the F or each person. Therefore, I strain him the will to the complete responsibility. Agreements and the norms it constitutes the challenge both family and social. Harmony in the family is the base on the balance between in the responsiveness of the age of each member, the agreements established against the roles, coherence and the consistencies on the consequence for no complying with the term and the promotion of social responsibility. Abello. The participation of the will on the member, the family favors the construction of the sales balance of the commitments and the responsibilities of the age of the each members are established according to the their age, their on the capacities and their on the levels of responsibilities of others.
At it before and talked about how they touch democracy in the family. Florencia Bradoni, the psychology expert in the conflict resolution in the educational institutes, explains that Colombia has extraordinary challenge in the post-conflict thought change, confrontational school culture for collaborate and learning. She and the tal dialogue and the teaching soul with uses and the force contrary to the logic of violence. No methods on the and the of the achieves a pace in the school and family. No magic violence solved problems in the which late maintain and the tweet of respect based solidarity to contribute and the touch a space all social values the most beat athlete. Three resolve and the conflict space full and they also always with respect and the for others based on the code and use to respect being to fundamental values.
very good to all. My name is Brian Monsalve and I am going to talk to you about how we can achieve democracy in society and in the workplace. Firstly, in society it's very important that universal values such as tolerance, pluralism, respect for human rights, freedom, and dialogue are promoted in order to build more democracy and just societies where effective and responsible governance is strengthened. It is also necessary to guarantee transparent, participatory, inclusive and impartial process to promote just, peaceful and inclusive societies. Very well, now we will talk about how we can achieve democracy in the workplace. In this part, you only need 5 points to be able to reach such democracy. The first is democracy at work. In this, the workers will elect their leaders be free, direct and secret vote. The second point is collective contracts. It will be granted that in more negotiations, workers and employers improve productive and working conditions, creation and non-autonomous body. This will promote impartiality and freedoms of association through the Federal Center for Labor Conciliation and Registration. The fourth is labor justice. The conciliation and arbitration boards will be replaced by labor courts attached to judiciary. The fifth is the last and most important point, and this is elimination of extortion. With accreditation before the Federal Center for Conciliation and Labor Registration, the blackmail of calling for strike B unions will be avoided. Then that would be to be able to achieve democracy in the social spheres and in the workplace. Thank you.